In honor of his great career, here are 20 things you might not have known about Stephen Curry. Number 20. A match made in heaven. Curry and Aisha met through a Christian youth group. Most people know that Curry married his college crush. They met when they were kids in Charlotte's church group. They didn't talk to each other again until Curry was in college and Aisha was trying to act in LA. On their first date, they got chai lattes and walked along the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Aisha turned him down as a date, and she didn't reply to his messages on Facebook. Their beautiful daughter is Riley Curry. Number 19. Curry the Kid. Curry and some of his teammates went to a California pizza kitchen in Salt Lake City, Utah after going to a movie. Curry was too young to drink, the bartender thought. He didn't know him, so the bartender made everyone show ID. Curry sent out a tweet about this funny thing. When the bartender asked for the phone, Curry was shocked. The story in the tweet was checked out by a fan. He asked Curry for something to do with sports. Number 18. Senior Thesis. Curry did research at Davidson University on NBA tattoos. He talked to a lot of players, and most of them said that without the league, they wouldn't have gotten as many tattoos. The men were scared that they couldn't play basketball professionally. Curry's senior thesis was about how tattoos affect basketball players. Teenagers who play basketball get tattoos of their heroes. Number 17. Born to an Ohio basketball family. Curry was born in Akron, Ohio, to a well-known sports family. His father, Dell, played most of his career with the Charlotte Hornets and retired in 2002. His mother, Sonia, is a volleyball player. His brother, Seth, plays basketball for the Sacramento Kings, and his sister, Seidel, plays volleyball at Elon University. Number 16. Excellent high school record. Curry used to play basketball in high school. After Curry's father joined the Raptors, he and his family moved there. When his dad's contract was over, the family moved back to Charlotte. He led the team to the state playoffs 3 times and to 3 conference championships. He was one of the top 100 U.S. juniors and went to the summer camps to get better. Number 15. Steph Curry the actor. Steph Curry's father, Dell Curry Sr., played for the Charlotte Hornets and Toronto Raptors for a long time before he became a well-known name. In 2000, he was in a Burger King ad with his father. The movie has now been turned into an NBA motivational video. In it, Steph Curry and his father warm up on the court before a game. Number 14. Was not offered major scholarships. After high school, Curry was only about 6 feet 2 inches tall. Of course, most college coaches didn't want him to play because they thought he was too short. Both of Curry's parents were athletes at Virginia Tech, but he was just a walk-on. Now that he is one of the best players in the NBA, Virginia Tech has to be kicking itself. Number 13. Second highest scorer freshman year. In his first year at Davidson, Curry was the second player on the team with the most points. In his first game against Eastern Michigan, he scored 15 points but turned the ball over 13 times. He got back on track the next game, scoring 32 points, getting 9 rebounds, and giving out 4 assists. He became a leader in the Southern Conference by scoring an average of 21.5 points per game, which was more than any other rookie. Number 12. Chose a college with no NCAA tournament wins since 1969. Curry didn't give up when he found out that no big schools were interested in giving him a scholarship. He was invited to attend Davidson, Winthrop, and VCU, which are all smaller colleges. He chose Davidson because it was close to his home and had a liberal arts program. Davidson had not won a game in the NCAA tournament since 1969. Curry has become one of the most well-known players that Davidson has ever sent to the NBA. Number 11. Steph Curry, the Good Samaritan. Curry gave back a wallet worth $160 that he found. In his second year at Davidson, Curry saw a wallet in the dining hall. Campus gets an email in the morning. He chose Davidson because it is a small school where everyone looks out for each other. The email was from Wardell, so the kid who lost his wallet didn't know who it was from. He took out his wallet after beating Maryland and asked Curry for an autograph. Number 10. deeply religious. Curry is a strong Christian who doesn't hide what he believes. He, the coach, and a few other Golden State Warriors players all pray before every game. Curry sees basketball as a way to share God's gifts and show how powerful he is in other people's lives. During his MVP speech, Curry said that he thought of himself as God's humble servant. Number 9. Valuable and growing endorsement portfolio. Up until this point in his career, Curry hasn't had many endorsements, so he wasn't seen as a big deal. Several times, people who could have backed him didn't. Nike could have hired him, but they didn't make him a good offer. He is now a well-known face in basketball and can choose from many endorsement deals. After Curry wore Under Armour basketball shoes to the 2015 NBA Finals, sales went up by 754%. The Curry 1 is the most popular item on the Under Armour website. Number 8. Hype before a game. Curry is thought to get very excited before each game. Curry and the rest of his team were in the locker room before a game in high school. They were getting ready for a Christmas tournament game, and Curry was jumping up and down to get excited. Curry jumped so high that he hit his head on the ceiling and cut it open. Before the game, the doctor had to give him stitches. Number 7. Admired by LeBron James. Steph Curry and LeBron James are both from Akron. They are stars in the NBA. Before Curry came along, James was well known in basketball. He was Michael Jordan-like. In 2008, Curry was a player for Detroit. Before the Cavs played the Pistons, James found out about Curry's skills. He thought Curry would do well in the NBA, so he went to see him play. James asked him to talk about Davidson in the locker room after the game. He started making games to get cheers. Number 6. Already a number of records. Even though Curry is still young, he has already won the NBA MVP award. In 2009, he had the most points in NCAA Division I, and he still holds the record for most three-point field goals in a single season. In the NBA, he holds the record for most three-point field goals in a regular season game and is the all-time leader in three-point field goals for the Warriors. He also holds the record for most three-point field goals in a game for the Warriors. Number 5. Fines for turnovers. Curry has a deal with his mother. Even though he is the current NBA MVP, after his third game, she gives him a $100 fine every time he loses the ball. So he will give her $100 if he makes 4 turnovers, $200 if he makes 5, and $300 if he makes 6. Even though he can afford it, this gives him a reason to play well and keeps him in line, even though he can afford it. Steph doesn't want to give his mom the money for the turnovers because he doesn't want to let her down. Number 4. Mathlete. Obviously, every athlete is interested in their own stats. On the other hand, Curry is a math genius who loves all kinds of numbers. As a child, he always wanted to be one of the people on the TV show Numbers because of how smart the math was. He would tease his sister that he was born on Pi Day, March 14th, which was perfect for his mathematical mind. He even went through a time when he always played Sudoku to keep his mind active and interest in numbers high. Number 3. Kind soul. You'd never guess Curry is the MVP of the NBA. His sister says that he hasn't changed since he was 6. Even though he is in his late 20s, he is kind and works hard for every shot, endorsement, trophy, or award he gets. He is a humble player who just goes out on the court every night and does what he likes. Number 2. Outscored a team alone. In 2008, the team was at Davidson and played a game against Chattanooga. In the first half, Curry had 27 points and Chattanooga only had 26. It shows how dominant he is on the court and adds to the proof that he has done well in the NBA. At any level, it's rare for one player to score more points than the whole other team in the first half. Number 1. Celebrity crush is Sandra Roberts. Curry told Sports Illustrated in an interview that his favorite celebrity was a mix of Sandra Bullock and Julia Roberts. This interview made me think of the name Sandra Roberts. Both women are old enough to be his mother, which is the most interesting thing about his choice. Julia Roberts is 48 years old and Sandra Bullock is 51. That was all from our side. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more.